Welcome, everybody, to the Hebrew Rebels podcast, episode 43. My name is Jordan.
And my name is Ethan.
And just right off the top, I wanted to say that I'm really going to miss Grant Imahara, host of Mythbusters, who I watched quite a bit. My dad and I watched that show almost religiously, and then on the show, you learn how much he had to do with Star Wars. He pretty much controlled R2-D2 for all of the prequels and helped design sets and worked on countless other movies like the Matrix movies and Jurassic Park and just like so much ILM stuff. And I really liked him. He was a super nerdy, funny, cool guy, and I was really sad to see that he died yesterday. So
yeah, that kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
I did see a picture of him next to where Anakin flies his ship in and blows up the command ship.
I think I'm looking at that right now. Yeah.
So I was a very casual, infrequent Mythbusters viewer. I watched like a few episodes just randomly, probably even shown at school. So I like vaguely remember him, but not really.
Yeah.
But it's pretty easy to see that he was beloved.
They were always like the kind of, I mean, everyone on that show had fun, but that team, like the Grant, Tori, and Carrie team, they always had like just kind of an extra sort of element of fun to their projects and their myths and stuff. So it was Black is Beautiful and nice. That was kind of a sad one, but that was all. Just wanted to make note of that.
I think that's good. Sorry, I was a bit early. Black is Beautiful. I just wanted to throw it out. This was brewed to support justice and equality for people of color.
From where?
From Monkish.
Monkish, right.
Weathered Souls Brewing Company.
Oh.
In San Antonio, Texas.
Interesting.
And it's a stout. And it's very...
Do you like stouts usually?
I don't usually go for that, but I went for it this time.
Yeah. They're hit or miss for me. I thought I liked them a lot, and then I started drinking them more. I'm like, no, these are a little rough.
Yeah, they're intense.
I always imagine they're going to be super like chocolatey when I drink it, but then it never is. I'm like, whoa.
That's a chocolate stout.
No, I know, but it seems that way. It looks that way, but...
Definitely the color.
Yeah. In other Star Wars related news, I mentioned Star Wars. It wasn't really Star Wars news, but we're getting a new show. The Bad Batch, who they introduced in the Clone Wars, they're getting their own show.
Woo! And I believe that this is now the next like only surviving animated show as Resistance doesn't exist or count.
Yes. Yeah, there were no plans to do anything else, I don't think, and... What are the live action shows? What was the most recent live action show that was announced?
Season 2.
Right. Wasn't there one announced like
the Cassian
a month
Andor
or two ago? On Star Wars Day, maybe?
The Obi-Wan show.
Right.
I only know of Obi-Wan, Cassian Andor, and Mandalorian. Those three. You say that, and I'm like, now I'm wondering. I think
there was just one announced, and I don't remember what it was.
Was it there though?
Yes. Hold on. I don't
like that I'm blanking.
Star Wars fan. Okay. I think what it was that on that day we learned that Taika is going to direct a movie. I thought there was a show news though, but I feel like I'd
remember that.
Anyways, this is the new show that we're getting, and I'm very excited for it because those characters were awesome. And it felt a little weird having them in there because it didn't really play a part in that season at all, especially since those episodes were created
before
4 or 5 years ago. But now this is perfect, I think.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm ready for more kind of Clone Wars animation, and it's helmed by Dave Filoni, the mastermind of Star Wars. I saw somebody write I didn't read the article, but it was Star Wars should only do TV moving forward. And I'm like, No.
I would agree with for a while. Like if they could keep me satisfied with satisfied. If they could keep me satisfied with
Why is
shows
that
for
funny?
like 5 years, then I could do without a movie. Like I'm
Wait,
okay going that long without a movie if there's shows in the meantime.
did I miss a satisfied pun?
It depends on how much you've been listening to the Hamilton soundtrack recently, but
Oh, okay. Um, so we did. A date did get announced for 818-2020, code Alpha Niner.
I hate the way you
Uh,
said that.
the August 18th. So a game that's been kind of in the works, but not knowing when it's going to come out just this year is the new flight simulator game. It's been in alphas, closed alphas, locked behind keys and doors and all kinds of stuff. But some stuff leaks out here and there. The beta is coming, I believe, later this month, and they announced the PC release date for August 18th. So after that, there will be lots of goodies and videos.
The PC
They all-
release.
PC release. So
And then do you imagine it will be out for like the new
At
Xbox?
I think it'll
Yeah.
be out at launch. I think they'll try to target that. Now, it's coming with 3 versions: standard, deluxe, and premium. I think
Okay.
deluxe you get like 5 more planes, premium you get like 5 more planes. So it'll be interesting to see what comes just in the basic Game Pass. I assume just the standard version,
Right.
but the premium one comes with the 787 Dreamliner, which
that
is like
the biggest one?
one of no, that's
Okay.
like Boeing's newest, fanciest plane.
Okay. Yeah, I remember
Um,
when I was leaving to fly to London, there were a couple planes behind me and ahead of me, like lined up, and they were just absolutely enormous. It was, I think it was like a Beijing. Is that an airline?
Mm-mm.
Nope. Singapore.
Mm-hmm.
That one? Yeah, I think
Probably.
it was that one.
I'm sure
Or-
it was A3. I'm sure it was A380s, the full double
Dude,
decker.
it was so freaking huge. But
They're great. I hope they add those to the game eventually,
that'll be cool.
because I can't imagine. So, but I don't really care. Yes, Daisy, I know. Hey, lots going on over here today.
Yeah.
I hope they add the A380, and the reason why, like, I don't even need the premium for the big plane. You get the 747, so it's like that's something to work up to.
Yeah. Work up to. Do
Is-
you have to unlock
Yeah.
it?
No, but they're difficult to fly.
Okay.
If you're trying to like do that's more complicated. So
Sure.
people are like, just start with a small plane, just hop in a little tiny plane, and so I'll kind of do that. Most of the time I'll probably just fly around, not like seriously.
I mean, if you wanted to, you could take off from LAX and land at Torrance Airport, right?
Yeah, I'll probably start in Torrance,
That's so cool.
fly to Catalina, fly around,
That's so cool.
get used to that, and then start at LAX, fly to San Francisco.
And then I'll walk
Fly to
outside
San
my house and
Diego.
you can fly over and see if you can see me.
That would be cool. With VR,
Yeah.
link that up.
And I'll have VR on too, and I'll see you up above, and then you'll accidentally crash, but I'll forget I'm in VR, and I'll like panic
just
and think
glitch
I'm about
out.
to die. Yeah.
The thing is, in the pre-order trailer, they show one shot of a plane with a airline livery. I don't know how to pronounce it, and that they've never had that baked in. So if they have actual airlines, that would be super exciting.
Oh, you
Rather than
really? You
just-
don't?
Yeah, that because of rights and all that kind of stuff.
Sure,
Usually
yeah.
in flight sims, you have to buy like expansion packs or mods and stuff.
Interesting.
That would just add to the realism, which would be cool.
I
I mean, they
mean-
don't even have every plane yet.
You're not going to be looking at the outside of your plane all that much when you're flying, anyways. I guess
Be taking
sometimes you would
lots
be.
of screenshots.
You what?
Be taking lots of screenshots.
Yeah.
Oh, I just want to fly to a bunch of different places.
Hold on.
So
Let me.
we'll see. I'm hoping they show that off on Xbox at the July 23rd event, but probably not.
What happened with the whole PS5 pre-order thing?
It wasn't a thing. Some
Just-
guy just said a
Just
thing and he was
faked
wrong.
us.
Yeah.
That's annoying.
Don't know if he did it on purpose, but he either got bad information and went with it. Because that's usually what it is you get info, you get a source of some sort, and you put it out there. And if it turns out to be true, then your credibility goes up, and if it turns out to not be true, your credibility goes down.
Yeah. Now, when you said that it was potentially being 12:30, did you mean AM?
That was the first leak, and then people were like, no, Pacific time, or PM.
Because you
Pacific
said
time.
PT, and I saw the P and assumed PM, but then later that day I was like, oh crap, wait, did I miss it? And then I checked, and like right around that time was when you told me, you're like, yeah, we've been duped.
I spent 20 minutes refreshing, and then PlayStation tweeted out a Valhalla AC Valhalla tweet, and I was like, "Yep, no, not happening."
Yeah,
they probably just did this because they're getting inundated with tweets right now of where's the pre-order page. So,
wouldn't they have to announce the price first? Not have to, but wouldn't they announce the price before?
I don't want them
a pre-order
to give. I don't want them to come out, okay, everybody, here's how much it's going to be. Now, everybody, it's going to be at this time. Get ready, because then I don't want to give people time. I make it this like underground drop so that the most diehard of people get it.
Because you'll be on top of it.
Yeah.
You'll know.
But like just the random person that's like, oh, sure, I'll get it. You don't deserve to get the first round of pre-orders.
Right.
Then you don't deserve a console, but like, I've been thinking about this thing every day for like 2 years.
Right.
I think I not deserved anything, but like give us.
You should be first in line to buy it for sure.
Most diehard fans. Now, the people that waited 3 hours outside in 110-degree heat outside their GameStop, you're just crazy. That's not worth it at all.
They did that on that day?
Yeah, people
a couple
were
days
doing
ago
that based on the rumors.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What?
I wouldn't take that kind of a chance.
I mean, wouldn't you imagine that if there were pre-orders available, they would be snagged up by the online people almost instantly?
That would be an in-store.
They have a certain amount allocated for in-store also?
I think so.
Yeah, I guess so.
We should just call GameStop.
Now?
And say, tell us. And say, yeah, tell us when. Can you give us a heads up? We should test that. I talked to somebody today who said that their GameStop's doing that. They're going to call them like 2 days before.
So not saying that they know, but
no, they don't know.
But when they do,
when they find out, and I don't know if that's like, they will announce it to everybody, and that's when they'll call, and they'll have 2 days. Everybody will know, because in that case, I don't need a call. Like,
do you want to do GameStop though? Because I have a customer at work. He works at Best Buy. He comes in pretty often. He comes in a few times a week. And he's super cool. You probably recognize him if you saw him. So I could talk to him and be like, hey, help me out.
You definitely do that.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess we should do it everywhere, huh?
Wherever.
Don't put all our eggs in one basket. Yeah.
I'm even going to grab an Amazon pre-order if I'm able to.
Sure.
Just to lock it in. Is that where I want it from? No. But if I can't get one, I'd much rather have one from Amazon than.
You'd rather get one at noon, day one, than not at all.
Mm-hmm.
I get you. Plus, they won't charge you for that, so you might as well snag it. What?
Would you? Or
of course.
Would you wait?
To go pick it up in person?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I would want it. Right? I would want it day one.
Yeah.
Ideally, I want to go grab it and pick it up from the store, but I mean, how long are we talking? How long are we waiting? Just hypothetically, like just to give me something to choose.
Yeah.
A couple days or weeks?
It really depends.
I would maybe wait 1 or 2 days just to be able to go grab it myself.
Was like you couldn't get it. It was just like you had to get lucky kind of a thing. Right. I don't want to be every day just like trying to like find one and source one and
that sounds dreadful. We'll get one. I'm confident in this. I'm
not worrying.
I think it will work out.
I was hoping more people were going to go digital, but I definitely think more people are going to go disc.
Yeah, I mean, I think I have to.
Just because of backwards compatibility.
Right. I do still think I will get both eventually, but
yeah, same.
Or like if they make a pro version that's digital, then I'll get that.
So people, there's been these rumors of like some Xbox guys like, I don't think we're going to do a mid-gen refresh this time. And granted, it makes less sense to do it now. The last one was for 4K. you're not gonna need a mid-gen refresh for 8K.
Right.
These things are starting out as powerful as the most powerful PCs or close to it, whereas when the PS4 and the Xbox One launched, they
Way
were
behind.
already behind.
Yeah.
So it makes sense not to do one, but it's also dumb to be like, yeah, no, we're going to do one, because if there's a reason, you'll do one.
I mean, can't even think of what that might be. Besides just making it more powerful, I guess, if they can.
More ray tracing power.
Yeah.
A little more
new technologies in that
for frame
area.
rate. Guarantee that it hits 60 frames per second, even though you still can't guarantee that because that's not the point.
They will always do a slim version, though, right?
Who knows? Maybe they don't do a slim version, right?
Interesting. We'll see.
I could not even begin to predict. These things are seemingly perfect out of the gate.
Yeah.
I don't see how they just smaller, I guess.
Yeah, like the Xbox seems like it's going to take up a lot of space potentially, so that could maybe shrink a little bit. But is it not that big?
Really not that big. Plus, they're going to come out with the Lockhart, the Series S, which will be smaller already, most likely.
Right.
And apparently, like, just as powerful, other than, like, a couple things. It's going to be very interesting. But that's not till August that we'll see that.
Okay.
This is just going to be games next week. I can't believe it's next week. I'm excited.
What's next week?
Xbox's press conference.
Oh, right. They're
We're going to get to see Halo Infinite.
That's exciting. How far are you through Halo?
We are on Halo 4. We just started Halo 4.
Dang. You told me that you think you're going to wait on Ghost until after The Last of Us? Ghost of Tsushima? I keep calling it Ghost.
I wanted to discuss this because I'm actually thinking I might want to play Ghost first.
That is what I'm going to do.
And save Last of Us.
I want to play Last of Us just because I don't want to risk seeing anything. You know, like I want to avoid spoilers for that because I'm more invested in that story. But I feel like I can do that pretty easily. So I finished Last of Us. I've been playing SpongeBob. I'm gonna beat that. I was planning on that being my like palate cleanser, but then I didn't realize that Ghost was coming out this Friday, and I want to play that. I want to jump right into that day one. I want to be a part of that like conversation. So I think if you're down, like I will play Ghost first, and then I'll play Last of Us afterwards.
So I've got to adjust my Okay, so because I've been like kind of tracking my games, I was trying to finish Witcher. It's not happening. So I will be simultaneously playing Halo and Ghost. So because Maya and I and
your two-person game and your solo adventure.
Well, Halo 4, because Halo 5 you can only play online. It doesn't have split screen, which is very controversial, so I have to play that one by myself.
Gotcha.
But I can burn through that in a couple days.
Yeah.
Because I have to finish that before next Thursday.
Before the press conference.
Yeah, because they're going to show off the campaign, and I want to just have completed those.
All the knowledge, yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot, but I love it. I'm all in.
Are you liking... Have you ever played a Call of Duty campaign?
Call of Duty?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I feel like that was an easy question. Okay, so yes.
Well, we were talking about Halo. That's why I got confused.
Okay. Do you like it? Are you liking the Halo campaign like a lot, like way more than any Call of Duty campaign? Okay.
Oh yeah. No, Halo, but it's Halo like built the ground that everybody else walks on.
Sure.
And so you have to like think about it through that lens too. Every game, Bungie was innovating everything.
Yeah.
That changed with 4 and 5, but the hope is that with Infinite, Halo's gonna kind of reestablish itself as a beast.
Was Bungie a part of 5?
No,
they weren't, right?
What
was their last game?
Okay. Halo Reach.
Are you playing that one too?
It's a prequel,
Okay.
and so I'm saving it.
Gotcha.
I'm finishing the
The
contiguous
numeric
story,
games.
and then I'll go back and play Reach after next Thursday. There's no rush.
Sure.
And I'll probably even go play them all by myself, and then we have to play them together.
Yeah.
They're
Someday.
fun.
I want to. Just
Before November.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
That is no guarantee.
We'll figure out a
Honestly, like there's a definite possibility that I'll have an Xbox in my room before we're able to sit down and play those together. So.
Or you just come over.
Or that. I'm on the verge of quitting, so I can quarantine for 2 weeks if you want me to.
I don't even care at this point.
Because I'm ready to start saying like, screw this. I'm gonna somehow make my career be streaming and all this. Like that's just all I want to do. And it's like I get this mindset where when I get home from work, I don't consider working on this stuff a waste of time. But it's like I get home from work and it's like I only have a little bit of time. I just want to relax and I don't want to like work on more stuff, even though this is the stuff that I love.
Mm-hmm.
So I end up neglecting it way too much. But if I just had all my time, like a full-time amount of hours to put into this, then I feel like I could, contribute a lot more. But I don't know.
I definitely need to start carving that time out.
Yeah.
To work on stuff, but getting my. Although I guess what are the main things you use to work on stuff?
Photoshop.
Mm-hmm.
Premiere, so like video editing.
Okay.
And OBS to, record this stuff or to stream, yeah.
Let me write that down.
And then I'm learning After Effects so that I can start making like intros and outros and stuff. Like that's PS I Love You thing that Nick made. He made that in After Effects, and that video is mind blowing.
I really want to learn how to do animation. So like I watch a lot of like Vox videos, for example, and they use maps and animations and stuff to like. I want to be able to create that.
Yeah.
Because like I research so much crap on my own for my own knowledge. I was like, I could put this all in a video,
right? And
people might watch it,
right?
But it's that animation creation aspect of it that I like. Seems to be very important.
Yeah, the thing I struggle with a lot too is like I plan things out too much in my head of like how I want it to be perfect, and it's always stuff that I can't quite do yet because I either don't have a certain piece of hardware or I'm not skilled enough to do it. It's like you just have to start and then start building, and that's what I'm glad we did with this. Like we finally just said like, let's just sit down and start doing this. Started really rough, or not, it wasn't bad, but like we didn't have the setup figured out totally yet, and it just builds and builds and builds. No, and you watch the kind of funny videos of when they first started. That looked awful, but as long as all people care about is just people sitting down and talking to each other. It's all that really matters. So, and then you can just build what makes you happy around that. So, we'll see.
Yep.
I wanted to mention one movie that I watched. I watched a few movies
nice.
That were 4 stars and above. Actually, if we count Hamilton, I watched 4 movies that are 4 stars and above.
There you go.
So, and then one other that is 3.5 stars. I watched Christopher Nolan's first ever movie. Do you know what his first movie was?
Tencent.
That's his most recent movie, which has not come out yet. But if you play with time, like he does, then maybe you're correct. No, it's a movie called Following. It was made in 1998, like an hour and 9 minutes long.
In 1998?
Yeah. Crazy, right?
I know.
It's black and white. It's 4:3. It's like super, super, super low budget. It's all handheld, but
intentional or because that's all he had to work with?
All he had.
Oh, that's
like
awesome.
He wasn't. I'm sure he went to film school, and he knew people. He had connections, but that still doesn't mean that you have funding for things. Yeah. So it was a super low budget movie, and it was really interesting. So it's like this guy who's a writer, and he just gets bored and starts following people just to see what their routine is and what their life is.
Walking behind them?
Yeah. Uh,
That's called stalking.
in the streets of London. I think he would argue that it's only stalking if you know who they are and you follow them routinely. He would just like wake up, walk outside, pick a person, follow them, see where they go, and then leave. And
Okay.
his thing is like you never follow the same person twice
Okay.
until he does start following the same person more than once, and then he
Because
gets himself
he's like, oh, I like this person. Oh, this person's interesting. I want to keep following them.
right, and then he
Uh,
gets himself roped into this whole
He followed the wrong person.
Follow the wrong person, 100%.
Yeah.
And it plays with time a lot. It jumps back and forth. Like there's two timelines. He has every single one of his movies is like this basically, but there's two timelines and it keeps jumping back and forth between them.
Where you're disoriented.
Yeah, but by the end you're like, whoa, that's so crazy.
Yeah,
it was good. And
I
then
want to make a movie.
I do too, dude.
Yeah, we
There's
need-
another movie that I watched that I'll bring up that really really solidified that for me. I also watched Memento. Have you seen that? Christopher Nolan's second movie from 2000,
Oh.
starring Guy Pearce. This movie is basically told in reverse. So every scene basically takes place before the scene that you just watched. And like the end of that scene is the beginning of the most recent scene because this guy has short-term memory loss. So he can't remember things after like 30 minutes or so. He had this like accident. He's trying to find a murderer. And basically each scene is the beginning of when his like memory resets. So the story is told in reverse and it's trippy. It's really, really good. I think you would like that one.
I like Christopher Nolan. Inception's up there with some of my favorite movies. It's just I still want to know though.
Want to know what?
The ending. I just want to know. Like
No.
I've enjoyed the 10 years of like, oh, what's it gonna be? But then at the end of the day, I'm like, I want to know. I want to know.
Well, you don't want to watch it?
What?
The movie.
What movie?
Oh, you're talking about Inception. The end of
I'm talking
Inception.
about Inception.
I think you want me to tell you the end of Memento. I'm like, just watch the movie.
No. I want to know the ending of Inception.
I thought he said, didn't he? Didn't he give kind of a definitive answer?
I don't.
He gave
think
an
so.
answer, and I think whatever he says is enough for me to call gospel.
Yeah, no. If he did,
His clothes are different, or
Yeah,
something like. There's something off about it, and
he didn't care anymore, and so it didn't matter. No. I'll take it for 5 years. I'll take it for 10 years. I eventually want to know.
yes, I agree. But maybe he doesn't even know. Maybe he didn't write it that way. Maybe there is no definitive
That's
answer.
annoying. That's annoying.
I know.
And here I'm gonna explain why this is annoying. We watched 3 episodes, possibly 3 too many, of Room 104. It's on HBO, and it all takes place in this motel room, Room 104. And every episode is a different story, and they don't mean anything, and they're confusing and they're ambiguous, and you're supposed to just think for yourself.
Do they all take place
What do
in
you-
that room?
all in that room?
But they're all different stories?
All different stories.
Sounds
different people. It sounds cool, right? Except they don't like. Yeah, it was like cool and weird and whoa, and then it ends, and then you're just like, oh, okay, so it's just this happened.
How long are they? Are they
About-
short?
30 minutes.
Really? Dang. By the
I
Duplass
think I'm-
brothers.
Mark Duplass.
Huh. I really like anthology stuff. So I'm intrigued by that, but I'll trust you.
So I looked it up, and I was like, okay, ending explained. Almost every single Reddit thread was like, yeah, I watched 2 episodes. It's stupid.
Wow. Well,
This show was recommended to me by somebody, which is why I suggested that we all watch it.
well,
And like, I'll give it credit for like being interesting
right.
and like weird, but when it's also feels pointless, I think you lose a little.
There's 3 seasons of the show.
Yeah.
There's 36 episodes. Oh dear. Well, hey. No, that's too much. I can do like a handful.
Don't do it.
I could do like a little bite-sized season
Black
like Love, Death, and
Mirror.
Robots. Yeah.
Black Mirror. That's how you do a show. You know what's happening. even if it's kind of like weird and stuff. Like I don't want to be spoon fed. That's not what I'm asking for.
Right.
I can't watch. That's the crime shows. I think I forget what I was watching. They were explaining how those shows work.
But you also
And
don't
they're-
want the food flung at you from across the room and you have to catch it in your mouth.
And then they're like,
Uh.
"What is that food?
Right. Something in the middle.
What did you throw at me? I don't know." Say, "Here's a burger, catch." And then you have to kind of gauge it in the air, and then you catch the burger, and you're like, "This is a burger." and
Perfect
it's
pieces.
Delicious.
Yeah, right.
That worked out to be a pretty good.
Well, was the
analogy.
burger at least, was it good? I mean, was it good? Like,
Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's not.
okay.
Oh, was the burger good? No.
Yeah, no?
It felt like it was gonna be, and then it wasn't.
That sucks.
Yeah.
I watched Edward Scissorhands. I don't know if you've
that's
ever
a
seen
throwback.
that.
No.
It's very good. It's a lot better than I thought it was going to be.
Have you seen Edward 40 Hands?
Yeah, I have. I want to do Edward 40 Hands sometime.
We should do that sometime.
That would be fun. It's a lot more like charming than I thought it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of a almost feel good movie for most of it. So I really enjoyed that because I thought not that I was scared of it. I knew it wasn't a horror movie, but I thought it was gonna be a lot creepier.
So I'd heard of it and seen it, and I always thought it was more a horror movie.
Right.
And then I caught something. I was like, "Oh no, this is more upbeat than I thought."
Yeah.
Just with a weird setting. So
I mean,
yeah.
It definitely has that Tim Burton weirdness to it that just kind of makes you a little uneasy, but he's a great character. He's very lovable in a strange way. But my favorite movie that I've watched recently, and then I'm done. It's called The Vast of Night. It's on Amazon.
Knight or Night?
Night, not Knight. It is by director. Oh, I should have. Andrew Patterson. I believe this is his first feature-length movie. It is pretty short movie about two high school kids who work in a small town in New Mexico in the 50s. Okay. One is a radio DJ and one is a switchboard operator, and they start hearing these weird noises over the frequencies, and they start getting calls, and they're like, what's going on in the town? And there's some weird creepy stuff going on, and I won't give much away, but the acting in it is some of the best I've seen in a very long time.
I like that.
These two kids, actually I think they're in their 20s, the actors, but Jake Horowitz and Sierra McCormick, fantastic. They're going to be two of my favorite characters. This might be my top 10. It's easy to say this because I haven't seen very many new movies this year, but this will easily be in my top 10 at the end of the year, and they're definitely going to be some of my favorite actors by the end of this year too. So I would recommend, if you have 90 minutes, to sit down and watch something kind of intriguing.
What if I have 87 minutes? Can I shave 3 minutes?
Yes, because the trailer or the credits are about 3 minutes. So
perfect. Daisy farted.
Nice.
It's not pleasant.
Yeah, but she's cute though.
Yeah, less so when this happens.
Yeah.
You get hit with it every once in a while. There is a movie coming out that I'm gonna pay for probably, but I meant to send you the link for the trailer. We'll watch it maybe in the post show.
Okay.
But it's called Pretending I'm a Superman, and it's the Tony Hawk video game story.
Cool.
And I think it's been they did it at a film festival. It's been really well received. And I want you to see the trailer and see if you're intrigued.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. We'll definitely watch it on the post show.
Okay, cool. So it's a cool trailer. I want to see it again. There was also, I had another note here when you mentioned the Bad Batch, the Star Wars spinoff earlier.
Yeah.
This is going to be kind of a sidestep mix. So there's a new Clone Wars book coming out. And
were there old Clone Wars books?
Just, I don't know. Somebody's making a Clone Wars book.
Okay.
It's a new book coming out.
Yeah.
Set during that time period.
Cool.
And I believe it was hinting at Cad Bane making a return in the book.
Yeah. And
it made me say and think to myself, could he somehow show up in the Bad Batch spinoff?
Oh.
Somewhere, somehow, just to reintroduce him as a character?
For sure. Yeah.
And now I really hope that happens.
Because it had been, I think, quite a while since we last saw him in the Clone Wars.
Yeah.
I think he needs to be a little bit fresh in people's minds before you introduce him in maybe something live action.
Yeah.
And if it's a brand new show for Disney Plus, I think that's enough eyes on for people to be like, oh yeah, that's that Cad Bane Western guy. Oh, that's cool. That's rad. I'm excited for that.
Oh, imagine Cad Bane versus the Mandalorian, Western style. You said that. You said Western, and I was like, duh.
Dude, they could make that as corny and cliche as they possibly could, and I would eat it up.
It would still be epic.
You get the good, the bad, and the ugly, like the whistle, like doo-loo-loo, and then like tumbleweeds going by, and like a vulture flying up above, and just the two of them standing there for 10 minutes not doing anything, and I would love it.
I want their bullets to collide.
Yeah. Well, they wouldn't be bullets, though.
I want their lasers to collide. No, give them bullets.
Yeah. Because you know how in sometimes in duels they'll give them like those super old. I guess when they did duels, those were the current guns, but I feel like I've seen in something more recently they'll do like a duel and they'll give them those like really old pistols. So you mean
when people used to duel back in like the 80s and the 90s?
Right.
You'd be walking down the street and a duel would start.
Yeah, you know when Johnny Cash and Elvis had a duel, they gave them those like really, really old pistols.
Those pirate pistols.
Yeah, the one you had to like pull the two hammers back.
Oh my god.
Anyways,
really I can't do it. I'm not really good with sound.
What was that noise? Was that you or Daisy?
No,
I looked away and I thought Daisy was choking on something.
No, that would be bad.
Yeah, it would be. Yeah, dude, give me more Cad Bane. I think he's one of the coolest Star Wars characters. I had one more thing. Before we get into the main.
I have also one more thing.
Main story. So I was editing one of our old podcasts, and I know I'm way behind, so this is kind of sad. But we were talking about how there used to be a pod racing league, right? Like it had been going on for a long time, but then everyone died at the Boonta Eve Classic, and then they're just like, "What do we do?" Like the whole league is dead.
Except, okay, I'll let you finish.
So we were going through. We're like, okay, is that person alive or dead? Is that person alive or dead? And I mentioned the little blue guy, and like
you were watching?
I was watching our episode where we were talking about it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And there's the one guy. They have a deleted scene, or in like the expanded edit or whatever. He's with his family before. I think it's the blue guy who like does this and he crashes in a cave. Yeah. So I googled him, or I Wikipedia'd him, and it says Tyrell perished in the Boonta Eve Classic. His engines were too large for the tight confines of the Laguna Caves. Obviously. His son went on to found the Rats Tyrell Foundation, which attempted to outlaw the sport of pod racing.
I know it's not canon, but I still.
How amazing is that? That is the best. Like he's just a politician, and he's like, we need to abolish this barbaric sport. It's archaic, and we need to get away with it. Oh man!
It's like, shut up! It's fun. It's like my father died.
Entertaining you. Oh my god! I laughed so hard when I read that.
My mother died of distress after we were orphaned.
Oh, I
want them to canonize that.
Yeah, see, like things like this that are, I feel like, neither canon or legends. It's like choose for yourself. That's canon to me.
It's definitely choose for yourself. But I, in my heart, like. I when something becomes canon, it feels different.
True. Like when Disney confirmed, or when Star Wars confirmed that Rex was on.
Is that even confirmed?
Yeah, didn't they? I thought they said like for sure that he was.
Tweeted something, but
he was on Endor.
I better not be that white man, that skinny white man
with a beard
that was in Endor.
Right. I mean, it would be cool.
Rex. Yeah, no.
But just don't retroactively say that person is him.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Say he's there.
Right.
Say he was there, and then give me something and.
But don't say it's that guy. I don't need to see him.
That's cheap.
I would just love to know that he was there. Like, do it in a video game or something.
Yeah, that's bad retconning. in my opinion.
Like they could have done it in Battlefront 2. You know,
That's what I was just thinking.
When you're on Endor right after the thing explodes, like you could
and you kill him.
Oh.
I know, horrible, right?
Yeah, it is.
Well, if rumors are to be true, we may find out what his journey ended up being.
In The Mandalorian?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. True. We'll see.
I'm very excited to find out whatever that
He's
is.
got to be dead by then, right? He would be very old.
No, he doesn't have to be. I want him to... I still think that's who Temuera Morrison's playing.
He's pretty old in Rebels, though.
Yeah, it's okay. It's only another... like 15 years?
Yeah. We'll see.
It's getting there.
Yeah.
But I'd also love to see him play 2 characters.
At least.
On the same screen.
Yeah.
Live action.
Same.
That would be really funny.
Well, yeah, like make him be like Fives, or I think Fives is dead, but you know, at least those 3 guys that were in Rebels, he can be all 3 of those guys.
Well, no, I was more thinking Boba Fett.
I know.
A clone. But
I know.
Yeah, make a bunch of clones.
Yeah. It's like the end of the Sega Begins.
I'm ready for Mandalorian Season 2, whenever we do get that.
It's soon, man. Like, it's months away.
Is it done? Do you know?
I think
Did they film it? Were they able to film it?
I'm pretty sure it's coming out this year. Let's find out.
Well, I will say Witcher Season 2 confirmed to be going back into pre-production.
Oh my god.
What?
This says October.
I hope.
We're 3 months away. I mean,
doesn't feel real.
It doesn't at all. We would have a trailer by now, no?
Oh my god, we are like today in the middle of the year.
Yeah.
And we're back to step 1.
What is this website? This doesn't look legit at all.
Did you stumble onto the dark web?
I feel like it. Go to inverse.com and look for the...
I'm gonna not.
Also, this is annoying. I hate this. So I bought a cat tree bed thing on Petco so that my cats can chill with me here.
Yep.
And now the only ads I get on websites or it's like, hey, I already bought one.
Bought it. Yeah, I don't.
How are you not smart enough to realize that? Try to sell me something else.
Hey, you bought a cat, you want another one?
That is actually probably the worst thing you could try to sell me right now.
Yeah, sell me like a attachment for it or something.
Yeah. Stupid internet.
Or a cleaner for that, but yeah, internet is stupid. I have one other thing.
Yeah.
I bought a game that I believe only one person needs to own, and the other person just needs to download.
Does it start with M and end with aft, or end with Ungens?
No.
Okay.
No, it's not that actually. Okay. Only one person needs to own that.
I thought you told me that, but maybe that's not true.
No,
I don't know.
It's a 2-player game.
Right. We should just get it anyways. What's the game you're talking about?
It is A Way Out.
Oh, yes. I have heard of this. Oh, it's the prison game, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Download it.
What do you mean download it?
Download it. That's what I'm saying. You can download a like companion app. And
on my PlayStation?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
And then so I just bought it because I was like, I wanna play this.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure we can do it online. And I figured maybe we could make a video of it.
Yeah. No, I'm super down for this. Like that's perfect. It's meant to be a 2-person experience. Yeah. Awesome. I will definitely do that. Is this guy in the game looks like that guy from the studio? Did he like model himself?
I don't know.
No,
not one of the main characters, no.
Okay. That's really cool. I like that they did that.
I told you what happened in the Brothers game, right? Or just that it ends. You remember?
Yeah. I do remember.
That's still like I don't think about it, but if I really think about it, it's like, oh man. Like that's really like all I take away from that game.
Was that meant to be a co-op game?
Of the happy. Huh?
Was that meant to be a co-op game?
No.
Could it
That
have
was
been?
meant to be you control each character with
Oh, that's
one
right.
stick.
Right.
So we'll see what this new game is. Its new innovation is.
Yeah. Look for that.
'Cause I don't think
I'm
they
sure
showed us
we'll make a video of that.
gameplay right. So that's what I think that's all I got. Other than I was trying to beat Witcher before all these other games, but
Yeah.
I just gonna pause that and I'll finish that after
Fair enough.
because I don't want to wait for Ghost.
Right.
Friday night, I'm firing it up.
Right. I'm so excited to
I might stay
get
up all
into
night.
it. Yeah, I'm gonna put in a good first session of that. I feel like.
Oh, I want to stream. I might just do built-in.
Yeah, at least to start. We'll talk after this after we're done here, and we'll figure out what you need to get going. You had brought up like what you want the topic for this episode to be. Do you want to bring that to the table?
While we're trapped inside, I thought it might be nice to daydream about the places outside that we want to go to and visit around the globe and the country and the planet and the cosmos maybe too.
Yeah. Oh, didn't even think of that.
Because you can't go. That's a fair thing to not think of.
That's true. We're thinking of things that we'd want to do in 2020, not ever.
2021
or 20. Well, yeah. Just I have a couple that were things that I like wanted to do this year that I'm not able to anymore. But,
remember when that was a dream?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Well, so these are like dream trips essentially, or just not even. It can be.
We're just talking about traveling and getting out of this trappedness.
Well, hit me with your first one.
After the break?
Welcome back. So, hit me with your first trip.
Well, obviously, I'm just gonna, we were talking about Ghost of Tsushima. The most hyped one is obviously to go back to Japan. Back to Japan for me, to Japan for the first time for you.
Yes. And I know it might be a bit ambitious for me, but like a dream of mine is to snowboard in Japan. So that was what I put on my list is snowboarding in Japan. I don't exactly know where. I haven't done my research on like what resort I would want to go to, but
Hokkaido.
That's the
island up north. But I think you can also there's good snow on Honshu too, which is the main island. But yeah, I don't know. They got bad snow last year, apparently. I was researching it a little bit.
Really?
So it's a good thing we didn't go last year.
Definitely. But yeah, oh god, Japan. So
I know we've been talking about doing a trip. Maya and I obviously went last year. Oh my god, it feels like forever ago now. And we promised the next time we go back, it would be with you in tow, the three of us. Because we're dying to go back. That's all Mike can think about and talk about. I'm dying to go back. I want to live there, honestly. I just don't know how to make that happen.
Right.
And if that's realistic right now. But I know I had mentioned going in the fall, but I think we should go in the spring.
I'm down.
I think cherry blossoms are the way to go.
Oh god, yeah, that sounds gorgeous.
Dude, and I just
that's
going
when you,
back in the
That's
spring,
when you went, right?
That's when we went, and I want to go again.
Was it hot?
No, it's cold.
Is it?
Oh yeah,
I'm in.
And we were not prepared for how cold it is.
Really?
Yeah. And so I'm thinking spring 2022, given things are safe.
Sure.
So, I mean, if we could do spring 2021, but I don't see that being realistic.
It's I think it was How I Met Your Mother. I think someone like said I think it was when he was dating the tattoo removal lady.
Yeah.
And she asked if he wanted to go to a wedding like next year, and it freaked him out because he basically feels like if you ask or if you plan something like more than twice as long in
Mm-hmm.
advance as you've been dating, it's like that's weird.
Mm-hmm.
So considering we've been in this for like 5 months now, to say that like 10 months from now or whatever that will be fine feels weird. So yeah, spring 2021 seems ambitious currently, but we'll have to
So I'm
see.
thinking spring 2022 is our target.
Cool.
This
I
is
would
going
love
to be
that.
really random real quick before I make another Japan note, but
Yeah,
I have really stretchy skin. I don't know if I've ever shown
I
that
saw
to
you
you.
doing that. Yeah.
And I realized, like, if I pull the hair on my cheek from my beard, like, wow, it really easily pulls my skin out.
Does that
It
hurt?
really, no.
Whoa.
I have really stretchy skin. I
Oh,
freak
that's
people out with it
super
too.
weird.
Isn't that crazy? And it's like
Wow.
everywhere. I think it's even on
My
my
cheeks are
arms.
so like chubby. I can't do it.
Yeah, like everywhere. You
Yeah.
can't, right? Like only a little bit?
No.
Mine
I
really
wonder
like
if you have
pulls.
like thin skin or something.
Huh?
I wonder if you have like thin skin or something because when
Yeah,
I
I don't
pull it,
know,
it
but
feels like it's so thick I can't get a good
like,
grip on it.
but this is just the angle. I was like, whoa, that
Yeah,
really shows it off.
the face thing is really, really bizarre
It's a good way to freak people out
for sure.
sometimes.
Everyone's got to have a party trick, right?
Yep, that's not my party trick though. Oh God, my party trick used to be punch me in the stomach. Did I ever do that to you?
No, no.
That was a
Actually, I'm
combi-
sure you probably did.
I'm sure I did. That was a combination of me like finally getting into the best shape and having abs,
Right.
and then going to college and drinking for the first time.
Yeah.
That whole combination was punch me in the stomach. And like Maya mentioned that recently. She was like, yeah, that's what. And I was like, oh my goodness, that is insane and ridiculous. And like, why did anybody talk to me?
I love it.
But people liked
Mine,
it.
I didn't get to use mine very much, but mine was putting matches out on my tongue, which literally
That's
anyone can
terrifying.
do. It's actually, I'm sure everyone will have the same exact reaction, which is it doesn't hurt
But
because
it's
it's the
the
mental thing.
lack of fear.
So I
It's the
think I was
lack of
just
fear.
just intoxicated enough one night where I'm like, I'm just gonna try it, and I did it. I'm like, oh yeah, this doesn't hurt, and everyone's just like,
Thank
what are you doing?
God you didn't swallow them.
Yeah,
Look, I can
that's.
swallow fire.
And I just explode because of all the alcohol in my stomach.
Oh my goodness, is that a thing?
I don't know, probably not.
So back to Japan, and you mentioned snowboarding. I
Yeah,
was thinking a follow-up trip,
yeah.
just the two of us,
We could make it
possibly
if we try.
to Japan for a snowboarding trip of
Yeah,
some sort.
let's do it. Because when I think about it, like I don't really want to spend part of my first time in Japan like going to a mountain and like snowboarding is a full day thing,
Yeah,
you know?
I would
At
make you.
least.
I would
Well,
want to make a vacation that.
right. Like I don't want that to be part of my first trip to Japan. The same way you
Yeah.
didn't even want to make like Disneyland part of your first trip to Japan. Like
Nope.
snowboarding's even more of an excursion. So,
Yeah.
um yeah, I'm down for that. I think that'd be really cool.
I'm remembering a video that I saw where they put like probably a mascot or no, it was somebody sat in like a porta potty or in a toilet, and then it left the cabin and started like sledding down the mountain. That's Japan. You go in to go to the bathroom, and all of a sudden you're sledding down the mountain on a toilet. I need to find this video.
That sounds like my nightmare.
It was funny though, because
Yeah.
everything they do like that is just it just ends up being funny. Like nobody got hurt.
Right.
This seems insane, but I want to find this.
Sounds like a Mr. Bean sketch.
We'll find this in the. I'll try to find it in the post show.
Yeah.
And you mentioned Disney Japan. That's also on the list.
Yeah, for sure. Um okay, so snowboarding in Japan, that was one of mine as well. Um just one that I think I would want to do the most right now.
Yeah.
I just want to get a private cabana on the beach in Hawaii with a full like big screen TV and full streaming services and just stay there for like 2 weeks. That's all I want. Just nothing. Just bring me Long Island iced teas all day long and I'll just kick back and relax. Maybe
tell you
have
right
someone
now.
playing a ukulele like 300 meters away.
I'll tell you right now. The place to do that is Mexico.
Yeah.
You go to an all-inclusive adults only resort,
Mm-hmm.
and you could do exactly that.
That sounds
And they will bring
fantastic.
you drinks all day. I want to go. I want to go. I want to go back to
Yeah,
Mexico.
but the TV. I want the TV.
Oh no, there's Wi-Fi. I had my phone. I don't know about the big
No, I
screen
want
TV.
the TV though. You're right. I can do with like a laptop or something.
No,
but
I'm trying to think like how can we? I'm trying to think like how can we pull this off?
yeah, because I just literally I want to just binge stuff all day long with zero interruptions. I want the waiter to come up to me and not even speak. I want them to write, "What do you want?" And I'm just like, I just hold up my glass like another one. Like that's all I want.
I know. I've been thinking about taking a vacation just to be able to not
Do nothing.
have to think about anything else, and
Yeah.
I'm still like, I should save it.
Mm-hmm.
I might do a day or
What
two.
save your
coming up
vacation
soon.
time?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
built in.
Yeah.
That
Is there a
sounds-
cap? There is a cap
Cap?
for vacation time, right? Like,
What do you mean?
Does your vacation time max out? I would imagine it does, right?
I don't know. Actually, I think I can pool it pretty decently.
Cool.
Maybe 7 weeks, but that would take
A long time to accumulate.
I get 3 weeks a year now.
Okay.
So that would be no vacation for over 2 years.
And now, I mean, like, do you have that at the start of the year, or do you have to work hours to gain that?
Every pay period, I get X number of vacation hours.
Sure.
So it's split across the year.
Yeah.
I forget what I have right now. I've got maybe like 10, 12 days, something like that.
That's pretty good.
I'd been saving it up for our honeymoon.
Right.
And then that didn't happen.
Right.
So
yeah.
Now I'm saving it up for whenever the hell that might happen again.
Sometime next year.
But
we were talking about Mexico maybe for next year, right?
I'm so down.
Right? I thought you guys had said that.
Oh, yeah. That would
see.
be incredible. No, I remember now. Yeah, that would be amazing. I don't even know what's gonna happen. I'm so disillusioned with what's gonna happen. I want to get excited for stuff, but then I don't want to get excited for stuff because it's like. And then Maya watched a video about the Spanish flu, so now she's like, "Well, this is gonna be 3 years long," and I'm like, "We don't know that."
No,
like
they're all different.
Be that long,
right?
And so I'm just taking the wait and see approach.
What's your next one?
This is something that we're gonna actually do as soon as possible. So whenever it is safe enough to do this, I want to do another California coastal road trip.
Oh, cool.
I did that with my mom where we went and saw the missions. This was before my senior year of high school or senior year of college. And we went and did the missions. We stopped at Hearst Castle. Have you been to Hearst Castle?
No.
Great spot.
I have not.
Maybe we'll drag you on this trip too then.
And then we can make like a little short movie called Ethan and Jordan Go to White Castle.
Jordan, Ethan, Maya, Jim. Jim goes to Hearst Castle.
Yeah. Jim?
Medj doesn't sound as good.
No, it doesn't.
The Medj.
The Medj.
Like the Meg. But yeah, just do a coastal road trip to kind of get away. That's something I've really been wanting to do. I just want to get out. I'm going stir crazy.
I agree completely. In the same vein of like localness, my mom and my dad and I, when was this? This was Friday or Saturday. We went to go play golf at Sear because we're like,
how was that?
There's probably gonna be no people there.
No. There's probably a line.
No, there wasn't. It's like it's the perfect activity to do where you don't really have to interact with anybody.
Nice.
And we hadn't played golf in like forever. So yeah, we got there and it was. I mean, there were people. There were a couple groups, but they were all a few holes apart.
Do you have your own clubs? That's the idea.
Yeah. They don't.
Okay.
I don't think they give you clubs, anyways. But it was a lot of fun. My mom hadn't played golf in a really long time. My dad and I hadn't played in a couple of years. But I was thinking, I'm like, man, I really miss playing golf because when I was younger, we would take our like summer vacation sometimes and just go to Palm Springs because like my dad likes to just sort of relax, like not necessarily do like an outing or like go to a
Mhm.
location. We just like to sort of chill. I love hotels. I love just sitting in a hotel
Yeah,
room. I'm fine with
me
that.
too.
Um, so we would do a Palm Springs trip a couple times, and it would like come with a round of golf at like their local golf course, and that was so much fun. I loved that. And then one time I went to Palm Springs with my friends whose family lived in a house on the golf course where like the PGA plays. And I'm like, God, that would be so much fun to retire and just be able to go play a round of golf every single day if you want to.
That'd be a fun Airbnb to go get.
Yeah, I agree. It's like it's similar to the relax on the beach thing. It's just you don't have to
Yeah.
do anything except go play golf if you want to and just enjoy the hot air or escape to your air conditioning. I would kill for that right now.
Dude, I know. You mentioned Palm Springs. It's so simple.
Mhm.
That sounds like freaking blissful paradise right now.
Yep. Yep. It's so close. I mean, it's
You also
also going to
mentioned
be
golf.
like
Now I want to play golf with you.
we could
We could totally
we could
do
meet
that
there. Just
with masks and
yeah,
just keep
yeah.
6 feet apart and
We
play
should
golf.
we should do it. I think that'd be fun.
Okay, let's do it. And wear
Cool.
GoPros on our heads. I always have to add some weird element in there.
I just don't think that would really get a very good view of the shot. I guess
What you mean?
I guess you
You
could.
don't
You'd
think it
have
would
to just
look
whip,
like just
whip your head
craziness?
around and I mean the idea is that you keep your head down after you hit it, but I guess you could just whip your head up and follow the ball as you hit it.
I meant more just looking at each other.
Oh, true.
Chest?
You definitely make a good point that we would be filming each other and not our own shots. So
Yeah.
either way, it doesn't really matter. Or golf club GoPro. Just attach it to the club.
You said golf club, and I was thinking the game
Oh, right.
because it's called the golf. Well, not anymore now. It's 2K golf or whatever.
Right.
Um, I also really want to go to New York. That's somewhere Maya and I've been wanting to go. Obviously, that's like the last place I'd want to be right now. Although they just officially had 24 hours with no deaths.
Nice.
First time. So that's some good news. But yeah, I went to New York once. It was a bittersweet trip, we'll say, and I really want to go back. It was also in the winter when it was cold. I'd want to go during maybe the fall or something.
I definitely want to go to New York, but New York isn't like my ideal kind of vacation. It's definitely a place I would like to see, but
That's
I
a
don't
go do kind of trip,
right.
which is not what I'm in the mood for right now.
No, I'm definitely in the mood for relax. But I'm with you. Like I would love to see New York sooner than later.
New York, it's a pretty magical city.
When we had our DC trip in 8th grade, every other year the classes would go to New York and ours didn't. So
Wow.
that was frustrating, but I don't know what we got to do instead, but yeah, I still have not been.
You've never been to New York?
Not a
So part of another thing I was thinking is like where should we go? We need to do a boys trip at some point.
I agree.
And so the thing about Maya is she really being a teacher can go spring break, summer break, winter break. Those are
Sure.
really the only times of the year that she can do trips, which is partly why I was like, well, we need to go back to Japan over her spring break.
Right.
Ideally. But there's a whole other year in existence when I can take time off literally whenever.
Whenever, right.
And so I was trying to think of places, like I asked her, I was like, where do you not want to go? And she was like, I don't know. Tell me where you want to go and I'll tell you. I'm like, damn, I don't know. Because I'm still upset that I didn't get to go with you to Budapest. Although
I know.
I think that's now your like crazy solo trip that you have an insane adventure story from. That's the beauty of traveling, right?
Yeah.
Is that you always get some kind of a story out of it.
Right.
But we need to go somewhere.
I do definitely wish that you had gone with me on that. I think I would remember it even more fondly. I definitely remember it fondly. Like I miss it. I miss traveling. But yeah, I'm happy I can say I did like my first overseas trip by myself. I was pretty happy with myself. Where should we go though? I don't know.
Oh,
I really
real
want to go to
quick.
Canada. I know it's not that crazy, but like I
Did
want
you
to
just
go
say
to
Canada?
Yeah.
So I watched a video by Johnny Harris. He's a Vox guy who does videos. He's awesome. I don't know if you would be interested in any of his videos, but like the way he produces and creates, and that's kind of what I was talking about earlier with inspiration. Canadian Rockies, Banff, snowboarding.
Oh yeah.
It's like Swiss land in Canada. I'll send you the video. You need to watch it.
Okay. Oh
But
God, that's gorgeous.
maybe that's somewhere. I was thinking of somewhere a little more like
More local.
dangerous.
Oh really?
Not like dangerous.
No,
but
but
like
more, even more extravagant.
Canada.
Oh no, I know. Well, so
Like
I mean, to go even
cheaper.
more in the safe, cheaper.
Like two ladies shouldn't go to India, right? But like, because it's not super safe.
Right.
If you're just two women in
I get what you're
India.
saying. I get what you're saying. As long as Maya's not there, we should take advantage of that.
And maybe go somewhere like that.
Okay. So
Not
like
saying
where?
India.
Right.
I'm thinking South America, but like, I don't.
Where
I
would
don't
you want to
know.
go in South America? Like, I'm definitely open to
Montenegro
it, but yeah.
Or but
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't have a big draw to it, to be perfectly honest.
Rio's not really safe, right?
Huh?
Rio's not super safe,
I
right?
do not want to go to Brazil anytime
No.
soon.
Yeah.
I'm drawn to Asia. I could also go back to Europe, and that's why I'm like, there's a whole world out there. I don't know. I don't think Africa.
You want to go to Korea?
Maya really wants to go to Korea.
Yeah.
Damn. She specifically said she really wants to go to Korea.
I would love to go to Korea.
I would say China because she doesn't want to go to China.
I would go to China.
As far as I've heard.
Yeah.
But I don't really want to go to China now.
Well, give it some.
One, to support them. It's kind of ridiculous at this point.
Right.
But there's so much history there that like maybe we could pull off a China trip.
I mean, I would definitely want to see the Great Wall at some point in my life. So I'd have to go in some capacity.
Yeah. But it's tough. There's a whole world out there. I don't know.
Just go to Seattle or something.
Well, that's definitely.
Whenever
that's
PAX happens
on
again, we will go to Seattle.
That's on the docket.
Yeah.
That's been planned.
A potential for the last couple of years. No? I guess that could be your coastal West Coast drive trip.
Well, no. There's a difference between LA to San Francisco and back.
Right.
And
no, I don't want to drive to Seattle.
No?
No.
You have no interest in that region?
It's just too long of a drive. I don't like driving that much.
Oh, you don't? Okay.
No.
That's fair. What if we had a self-driving Tesla and we could play video games and stream them the whole trip? That's something we need to do. Even if it's 20 years from now, we need to try to be the first people to stream video games cross country, self-driving or something.
To get Maya or someone to come with us, and so they can be in the driver's seat just in case, but of our Cybertruck, and we sit in the back and play video games back there.
Wait. When you say the back, do you mean the back seat or the trunk?
The bed. I think that'd be awesome.
Horrible.
We can get like the camper shell extension for the Cybertruck, and then just make like a little nice cozy room back there. And
I feel like
game.
I feel like you would die.
No.
I feel much more comfortable with the seatbelt in the back seat, and somehow you saw how big my eyes got.
Yeah.
I need a seatbelt. I know I'm boring, but this is happening. I just envisioned it.
Okay.
I was like, okay, we sit in the back seat. Where do you put a TV that doesn't distract the driver? 2 feet in front of our face, like a big screen, but then the seats are in the way.
Right.
That doesn't work, right?
No.
Let's put it more in front of our face.
VR.
Yes. Dual VR headsets.
Oh, dude.
Somehow streaming.
The video will be titled "How to 100% Guarantee Jordan Will Throw Up," because it's happening. Because the two of them alone
What's more
make me pretty
cyberpunk?
motion sick.
What's more cyberpunk
Nothing.
than VR and Cybertruck?
Nothing is more cyberpunk than playing Cybertruck in your cyberpunk in your Cybertruck while you're driving to, I don't know, what's the most
Vegas.
To Vegas. I'm just gonna be puking the whole time. I would have to take like 18 Dramamines.
The PSVR 2 is gonna be better. Because think about it.
It doesn't matter though.
Out,
VR could be perfect, but you still can't see where you're driving.
Wait, I just realized
playing VR is the same thing as closing your eyes while you're driving. That's what makes me motion sick.
Does VR in a vehicle not work? I never considered this until you said it would make you sick.
I think it would. I don't know.
Somehow we need to make some combination of this craziness work someday.
God. Okay, we just need to not dedicate to it being too long of a trip. Like I don't want to get halfway to Vegas and then say, all right, let's start the VR, because I'm gonna want to go home. Let's just go around the block a few times and do it. But yeah, I'm with you.
We can take the Cybertruck to Catalina.
Did I miss the part where they announced that this is also going to be like a self-driving boat, or?
There's rumors that it'll be able to float quite decently. And when I say rumors, I mean Elon Musk saying it's going to be able to float pretty good.
Why?
Why not?
Okay, floating is not the same thing as moving in like water. Like, is it going to have a propeller?
I'm hoping.
Why?
Hoping.
I don't think that doesn't seem legal. To just drive your car into the ocean. And then drive up on the shore in Catalina. You're like, I'm here. They're like, we don't have anywhere for you to put your car. There's no road.
They don't even allow cars there. You know,
right.
It takes like 2 years to get your car imported to Catalina because of taking invasive species over there.
Oh my god.
And it's like $50,000. But yeah, we just roll up on the beach in a Cybertruck.
We just drive around the very edge of it, being chased by the Catalina police.
You know,
who are all in golf carts because they have no cars.
Oh yeah, I want a golf cart. Catalina is another place to go to when it's safe because it's so close to like just get away. I've
never really done it for something other than school. I've done 2 school trips to Catalina, but I've never just gone there on like a day trip or something like that. So they have a really nice mini golf course.
Really?
It's rated top 10 in the country.
Oh, that's a must do.
I played it. It was cool.
Can we make a video out of that? I want to make videos of it.
We can make a video out of anything. So.
Okay, cool. That's what she said.
Let's do it.
Speaking of Catalina, another tangent, but I was talking with Levin about GTA ideas, and I think he mentioned, or maybe I mentioned, but I really hope on PS5 they add a Catalina Island and make it a resort island, and let me buy a resort thing and give me a bunch of water sports and cool stuff to do in the water.
Yeah.
Like, own a resort. Make it fun.
Wait, in GTA 5 you said?
Yeah, on PS5.
Yeah, that should be when they do it, because
I want new stuff. I want big stuff.
They need to add a new area.
The map's a little stale. They're going to add Liberty City, an up-res to Liberty City. I think that's going to happen.
That'd be dope.
But we'll see. So where are we going to go?
I have one that I was actually planning on doing this year. I was not planning. I was hoping to.
Yeah.
So when I went to Budapest last year, the Hungarian Grand Prix in Formula 1 had just happened the weekend before. I was like, crap, like that would have been kind of cool to go to. So while I was on my trip, I started looking at like the best string of races that I could maybe try and string 2 together or something like that. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah. So my favorite track is Austria.
Oh.
The Austrian Grand Prix. So the F1 season actually just started back up again. Not this most recent weekend, but the weekend before. And the first 2 races of the season were at that track. It's the first time in a long time they've done back-to-back races at the same track. But they're just kind of doing that to like save traveling and stuff like that. Love that track. So I would love to go there. And then the next race after that is the British Grand Prix. And they're usually 2 weeks apart. So it would be a long vacation, but like you get there, you go to the F1 race.
2 weeks apart?
Travel Europe, and then end with another F1 race. I need to do that someday.
That would have to be like day one, day last.
They last, exactly. Yeah, it would be intense, but
I thought you were gonna say Monaco. I don't want to go to Monaco. I
don't really either.
Morgan go to Monaco. I always thought I wanted to go there, and then I saw what it really is. I have zero desire to go there.
That race also isn't that interesting. Like, it's
perfect.
Also, like, good luck even seeing anything. Even at the best seat, you can't see very much of anything going on. So
I want to go to Monaco because of Casino Royale, James Bond.
Right.
But it's really tiny. I will drive through it. One of my dream trips. I had never, how you visualize the world in different ways. Oh, that's there and that's there, and it's kind of. I've traveled a lot, so I've got like a lot of perspectives. But then I've learned like other people have different views, and I'm all about mapping the world in my brain.
Yeah,
and understanding how it all connects. Well, one of the connections that I'd never really conceived is the Mediterranean Circle, where like you could drive from like Barcelona to like southern France to Italy in like one trip.
How long of a trip?
Not that long.
Really?
And it's like along the coast of the Mediterranean, and you could hit like Spain, France, Italy, like all not in. I forget which Italian city it was, but that's something I'd really like to be able to do. Maybe head over to Ibiza.
Oh God, I hate you. So yeah, Barcelona. Yeah, and you would just drive all on the coast. You would go right through Monaco. That would be cool.
Yeah, so it was like Barcelona, Monaco, Marseille, Nice, and like Genoa.
That sounds gorgeous.
And that was like I'd never connected all of those places. I'm like, Spain's over here, and then France is over here, and then Italy's over here, and it's like, wait, actually, you could just. Whoop.
And I know this seems kind of like reckless, but how fun would it be to not even use maps? Just follow the coast. Just see what you find. Don't even
have a backup.
What, right? Yeah, you just pull out your phone and you have it if you want to. But it's like, don't even plan it out. Just see where the coast leads you and see what you find. I think that'd be really cool.
So Barcelona to Genoa is 15 hours, 600 miles. So imagine doing that like over.
Oh, are you serious?
Or something.
Wow. And that's past Monaco, right?
Yeah. Here,
so
let me do Barcelona to Monaco.
Split up into 2 days, and
so Barcelona to Monaco is 11 hours, 472 miles.
I would say you pick a middle point, like Marseille.
Okay.
And that's like your endpoint for day one, and then you just hit all the stuff in between, and then you do that to Genoa, day two, and then hit Monaco on the way. That'd be cool. That'd be a fun trip.
Yeah, it's just like that's such like I had never conceived of that as like a thing.
Are we doing this?
Like, I don't know. Maybe. Okay. It's weird because like when I go back to Spain, I want to do Spain. When I go back to France, I want to do France.
Right.
When I go back to Germany, I want to do Germany. When I go to Italy, I want to do Italy. Should I keep going? Probably not.
Well, I want to do Italy. That's the last one on my list.
So
my aunt is Italian. Like, she grew up in Italy. She is fully Italian. Her family lives in Italy. No, she has moved here. She married my uncle, and she now lives here. They live in San Diego, but they're moving to DC soon, I think. But I would love, because they usually go back at least once a year. I would love to go with them sometime and just hang out with like an Italian family who is also my family, and just
that would be cool.
Experience Italy, not in a sightseeing touristy kind of way, but just living like an Italian. I think that'd be so much fun.
Really, always my goal when I go to some place is to get more of that experience.
That was the thing I was a little bit not ashamed, but like just a little disappointed in myself with on my trip, was that I just did all the obvious touristy things, but I'm not gonna know what to do.
Yeah, that was your first time out of the country,
right? Yeah.
That don't even.
Besides the 5 hours I spent in Ensenada on a cruise. But
Didn't you not get off the boat?
no, I did.
Oh, okay.
I had a beer and some tacos in Mexico, but I don't count that though.
Yeah. No, I don't. I don't either. That was like when I went to a Mexican orphanage when I was a kid. Like that was like a I don't even I still have weird vivid images of that, and that was a hard trip for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have people at work that want to take me to Tijuana. I'm just like, no.
Nope. I lived in San Diego, and I still
though.
did not go to Tijuana. I refused to do.
I'm good.
So pulling up my map of the Mediterranean, though, I noticed a heart in North Africa.
Mm.
You can guess which country this is?
Tunisia.
Tunisia, and the heart is obviously where my mom used to live.
Yes.
And I was texting her the other day because she sent me a picture of their house. God, Tunisia is really beautiful.
Yeah.
It's a really cool country.
They have 2 sons there.
Huh?
They have 2 sons there.
I'm crazy, right?
Yeah.
Now that's the one thing, obviously referencing Star Wars, filmed in Tunisia, that I didn't get to do. It was gonna happen, and a trip got canceled, and I never made it back. But I might drag you the next time we go.
That'd be really cool. That's one of those places that like I feel like most people don't even think of going to. So that'd be a cool one to say that you've been to.
So I just want to keep talking about traveling.
Honestly, I didn't really care about traveling or seeing the world before I started watching The Amazing Race. But then once the show started being more about kind of being a very beautiful they shot it differently. You know, they would do all the drone shots and the helicopter shots. It wasn't so much about the race, it was more about the scenery. And I'm like, wow, that place is gorgeous. I never even considered that this country had so many like beautiful places to go visit. I just started wanting to go everywhere. So yeah, I mean there's places in Africa I would love to go to. And I never would have even considered that before.
Are you familiar? And I'm trying to find it, but it's very tiny. And I don't have a lot of faith that I'm going to be able. Oh, is that it? Did I find a speck in the middle? Damn it, no. Isla Robinson Crusoe. Never heard of it. Is it? Damn it, Isla Alejandro Selkirk. I really want to find it. I'm not even going to lie. But I don't have a lot of. Oh, this is disorienting. Okay. Are you familiar with Easter Island?
Yes.
Oh, it is out there. It is really in the middle of nowhere.
Where is it?
West off the coast of South America. Off the coast of Chile. Just west out in the middle of the ocean.
Okay.
Polynesians are incredible people.
I'm a big fan.
You are?
Yeah. I don't know why I said that. Big fan of those Polynesians.
I really want to go to so when I was younger and I had a friend named Eden and he was half Samoan. And it's such a shame. I missed out on so much because this is when I was like weird with food and like barely ate anything. But his mom took me, I think I probably went once or twice to like a Polynesian food festival. And I still have this image of like this Polynesian food festival here in Los Angeles in a big park, but there's like a bunch of trees and there's just all these tents with food, and I'm dying to go back to another one like that and just get all this barbecue and all this delicious food.
I'm a big fan of the Polynesian sauce from Chick-fil-A, so I think I like their food too.
We'll go to a food festival.
Cool.
Once that's possible again.
Cool.
The only last thing is we've been kind of plotting out a potential new honeymoon.
Mm-hmm.
We originally wanted to go to Tahiti.
Yes.
But we have killed that idea.
Yes.
I just think it does not make sense. So
and now you're going somewhere much, much less beautiful.
I think we're going to do a little bit of time in the Maldives.
Yeah, screw that.
Which originally we weren't going to go to. Not for very long. I still would rather go to Tahiti, honestly, because they have these like volcanic mountains and stuff. It's really cool.
God.
But I think we're also gonna do Thailand.
This looks incredible.
Maldives.
Thailand is on there someday for me.
I've been to Thailand a bunch of times.
Yeah.
But I think I've been 3 times, maybe.
To where?
Yeah, 3 times to Thailand.
Okay.
But 2 of those times, because it was just to get away when we were in Sri Lanka.
Right.
2 of those times, I just stayed in Bangkok with our friends because they lived there. And so we were just in the city and we just hung out at their house. I played video games with James, who I actually played Warzone with today. I meant
Did
to
you really?
bring that up. Yeah, I got 3 kills in our last match.
Nice.
Dude, it was really bad other than that. But I got a little bit better.
I haven't played for a little while.
But he's really good. Like, crazy good.
Did you guys win?
No. But last match was our best one, and I'm a burden, as you can remember and attest to.
I don't believe there are burdens in that game.
I'm not helpful though. I'm not benefiting anything.
Okay.
I got out of the gulag.
That's good. I remember you did that a couple times when we played.
No, I don't think I made it out a single time.
I'm thinking of Greg. I'm thinking of when I watched Greg, Nick, and Andy play, and Greg got out.
Yeah, no, I definitely didn't get out a single time when we played.
Okay.
I think you revived me a couple times, but no, I got out for my first time. Once by killing, once by flag, and that was it.
Good. I mean, hey, tactics, you know? I feel like I hardly ever win with the flag, so.
But I was literally standing and getting the flag, and the guy came to the middle, and he was just looking at me, like right as I was getting down. I'm just like, and I made it out. I don't know what happened.
It's like when you get caught doing something you're not supposed to be, you're like,
yeah, it's just like, but yeah. So, I don't even know if we're gonna go on a trip, but
I mean, you will go on a trip. It's just what do you associate as the honeymoon? You know.
I don't even know at this point, but Japan is also a priority. So
Yeah.
Spring 2022 is the target. We'll go to Nintendo World. We'll
Heck
go
yeah.
to Disney Sea. We'll go to Tokyo Disney, and we'll go to Fun Q Land, something like that.
Is that the place in Mount Fuji that you told us about?
I think so.
Yeah.
Go to the Ghibli theme park.
Yep.
We'll
Here's
do it all.
something I was gonna bring up. Kind of funny is doing Studio Ghibli.
I know.
Interview.
I don't know why I'm bothered by it.
Can I watch them?
All of them?
When are we gonna ever go? You know? When are we gonna see them?
I just don't think that those are movies that you should watch over and over and over and over and over. I think that's a waste. I think
What do you mean? You mean watch them all consecutively like that?
Yeah. I myself am like savoring them.
I guess.
Because once you see them all, you see them all.
Yeah, I know.
And I kind of hate the idea that they're just going to watch every single one in a row. I saw that they were doing that, and I'm like, ooh, that's not the way to experience them. But that's content.
I guess
I get why they're doing, and that's
like
why they didn't put them on streaming. Though.
Right.
That they didn't, because when you binge stuff, you lose something from it. Howl's Moving Castle, that one is so big in my mind.
Right.
Because I haven't really watched another one since that, and it's had time to like grow and stuff. I could be wrong. I'm not saying I'm right here.
So what are the other ones? The Miyazaki. There's like another studio that has movies that they're including that aren't Studio Ghibli. That are a part of this. So it's like the Miyazaki / Studio Ghibli interview. So it's a long list. Like it's a really long list.
Miyazaki is the #1 Ghibli guy.
It seems like he's made movies on his own as well.
So Castle Cagliostro, whatever, was before Ghibli.
Can I watch those?
Go for it.
Okay.
I really want to watch Nausicaa. I've not. That's the first one, I think. Nausicaa Valley of the Wind. That's one that I've really been wanting to watch. So
yeah.
I don't want to tell you not to.
I know. It's just the fact that they are now accessible. They're all on HBO, and I can watch them. Yeah. Do they have the dubbed and the subbed on HBO? Like, can you choose?
Probably.
Cool.
I would only watch the dubbed. Personally.
I'm just wondering if they even have options.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not trying to deter people from watching these. Like, I want to make that.
I haven't even I don't even know. Like, it is a lot of movies to commit to, so I haven't even decided really. But
Yeah.
I feel like it's
I'm
kind of
saving
the you what?
because I'm saving them. Like that's how I think about it, and I might be stupid, but it's like there's these.
Yeah.
They're like in a class of their own.
Right.
We haven't watched Spirited Away yet, right?
Right.
We have to watch that one together. You're not allowed to watch that one without me.
Okay. All right. Fine. Yeah. How about that? You pick the ones that you want to like reserve, keep,
Okay.
and That's fine. I can do that easily. But like the others, I'll just fill in also, and then you can space those out as long as you want to, just to keep that savoring idea alive. You can get back to me on that.
So no. So Spirited Away is one I have seen.
Right.
Princess Mononoke. I want to watch those two with you 100%.
Okay.
Nausicaa and Castle in the Sky are the next two I was going to watch. Castle in the Sky was, I think it was Nausicaa and I could even be saying that wrong, and then Castle in the Sky. Those would be the next two, and then Kiki. Other than those three, I would say go for all the rest.
Okay.
I want to start watching them, but yeah, even if I start watching them, I want to space them the hell out so that like each one can live like with its own
not
kind
one
of
a week
room. Yeah, I would never do that.
Yeah.
Imagine if you'd seen one Star Wars movie. Episode 4 comes out. And then they're like, all the other Star Wars movies are available. And you just watched them all. That would be different than getting them over years.
Of course it would, but I just feel like that those people don't. I mean, they can if they want to. They can space it out years, but it's like you didn't get to live through it the same way. Yeah. So, if you want to just catch up, then. But like with our kids potentially someday, like we're not going to just watch them all in a weekend. Like it'll be
Star Wars
it'll be months in between to like keep them interested, like make sure they ask all their questions about that one first and they get it, maybe even rewatch it. It's like, do you understand this? Okay, here's the next one.
Not like it's already out, next episode.
Because I would hate to like watch the next movie and have it just go over their head. They don't get the references or like how cool it is that this came before that, or that this fills in between those. Like, you need to understand it as well as I do.
You gotta build that suspension a little bit.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not trying to rain on that. I was shocked that they're doing that. I think it's really good because it's going to give a lot of exposure. Because I still, like most people I know, don't even know Studio Ghibli.
I mean, it's perfect timing. It's going to keep it. It's a long stream of content. Like that'll keep them busy for months, and it's perfect because HBO just came out, and they don't have much other things to do at the moment.
Yeah.
So
seriously.
Or to watch at least. So it's good for them.
So yeah, props to Studio Ghibli. I wish that they were in 4K, but I don't even know if they've mastered them in 4K yet. Yeah. I don't even know if I don't think they've done that with any of them. I own Spirited Away, Princess Mononoke, Howl's Moving Castle, Castle in the Sky, but I've still not watched Castle in the Sky, which is ridiculous.
Let's just make it a goal to have seen all of them by the time we go to
100%. I'm
the Studio Ghibli place.
We can even do it by next year.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll figure it out.
I'm down to like part of Pompoko.
I mean, if we know we're going to Japan, we can space it out accordingly. All right, you know what? I won't do it. I won't. God.
I know it hurts.
It does, because I want to watch some of them. I know. That's a good point. That's true. It'll always be there. Let us know. Comment below. Where do you want to take a trip? Once you're able to, go anywhere, travel anywhere freely, free as a bird, where would you want to go? What's your dream trip right now, post quarantine? Let us know, and please like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video. I hope you have. It would help us out greatly. We have a YouTube channel where we do this podcast and other reaction and gaming videos soon. Or you can listen to us on your favorite podcast streaming services, hopefully soon. And I've got nothing else. My name is Jordan.
And my name is Ethan. We are the Huber Rebels.
Till next time.
Welcome to the rebellion.
Stay tuned for the post show on Patreon.